Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. And yes, today, if you hadn't noticed by looking at the title, yes, YouTube is now on the Switch. The rumors were true in the end. Who'd have thought it? And I just thought we'd have a look at it. This is the third time I've attempted to record, third or fourth. I've lost track now, because there's all sorts of funny things going on with my capture card and HDCP, basically trying to copy protect the signal that's going through the HDMI. It's very standard, but it was kicking up a fuss. So hopefully this works. And yeah, so I've forgotten everything I was going to say now because I've just spent about an hour trying to get this working, and it looks like it is. So I'm really hoping it will. So yes, this is YouTube on the Switch. The normal screen you'll see is the home screen, which you can see here, and I have logged in so you can see my viewing habits, including, yes, the excellent Scott the Woz. I am quite a fan of his. God, I hate everything as well, but we're not here to talk about my viewing habits. We're here to talk about how the whole thing works. And it works pretty much as you'd expect. Actually, in a strange move, this isn't the sort of the console version or the version of YouTube that you get on a lot of devices. This is actually the TV, I suppose, application in the broadest sense. And as a result, there are some interesting little quirks about it, which actually makes it quite an interesting experience and gives you some options that other systems don't have, which we're going to have a look at. For example, you might be able to see one down here, link with TV code, which I've already done, and hopefully going to show you that as well. But anyway, so just show you how it works. If you've seen the TV app, it works in exactly the same way. We're going to go into my videos because don't want to be showing you any videos that I don't have any right to show. So see, even though I got past HDCP, I'm still being a good boy. So why don't we have a quick look at the most recent video here? And is that playing through properly? Yes, it is. Oh my word, it's actually working. You have no idea how happy that makes me seem. And at the moment we have got Alexception, which is fun, I suppose. But yeah, so as you can see, the playback is fine. I'm trying to control it now. There we go. Pressing A to get into this control menu here is a little bit spotty for some reason. I've absolutely no idea why. There's no reason for it to be, but once you've got into it once, it generally seems to be okay. And you can, sort of go on. You can look in suggestions and stuff like that. Recommended more from Nintendo Life. Oh, that's the kind of stuff we want to see. And oh my god, uploads from Nintendo Life, 2 of 2,474. Bloody hell, no one's got that amount of time on their hands, or at least I hope not. And yeah, you can go and hop over to the channel, which I suppose we could do, but I'm going to look at a couple of things. What have we got in more? We can switch between HD and not. We can like the video, which I'm not going to do because that's extremely egotistical. We can report it, which again we're not going to do. Give feedback, stats for nerds, which is interesting there. What's it? I've not actually seen this before, so that's interesting. We can turn that off though, because that really isn't necessary. And yeah, there's another thing that a lot of people are very hot on is captions, which are important. And as you can see, I've been fiddling around with them. So we go with English auto-generated. I'm not sure whether they come on as default. I'm pretty sure they don't. And you can change all sorts of things, including just how they look. So proportions, serif. You can change things like the font size, so we'll go back to default. And as you can see, I've currently got Christmas captions on, which is terribly entertaining. Or at least it is for me. So, yeah, we've got font size. You can change far more than I think you can on even just youtube.com. I could be wrong about that. I don't really use captions, but you've got a lot going on. You can change the opacity and keep it at 100 to make it as gaudy as possible. Let's go back and change the font family and go with cursive because it looks terrible. Make it a nice big font so nobody can escape it. And yeah, text over 8, yeah. And then you can reset style, which we're not going to do. You can give it a drop shadow or nothing. That, if anything, looks worse, I think. So let's go with that. And then we resume the video and we've got enormous, weirdly accurate, I discovered in my testing captions. For example, there's a bit of a sort of a notorious thing about auto-generated captions where at the start it never gets italics from Nintendo Life here. But it started getting it right. And it's really bizarre. So, but I know that there are other videos that it doesn't do that on. For example, oh, here we go. I think this one gets it wrong for memory. This is just for my own purposes. And, of course, captions are not on anymore. And I pressed B. Yeah, I pressed A to get the playlists work as well. As you could probably tell, that I was in one giant playlist for uploads. So let's, I mean, if we do this, this is Smash Bros. Ultimate. If we go halfway through, I don't know, let's go to Waluigi, supposedly confirmed. I can't believe people still genuinely believed that for a long time, and that's slightly out of focus. I do have to say, though, the quality and the snappiness is fantastic. Like, it runs really smoothly, and if you've ever used YouTube on a TV, you know that that is a rarity to say the least. You can scrub through and stuff like that. This also works with the touchscreen, which is nice if you're doing it on the go. Weirdly, though, you can't scroll with touchscreen. You can't move through the menus like it's a sort of an iPad or something, only tap on things. Really bizarre, but obviously I can't show you that and capture at the same time. And at any point you can just press X and go into search, which gives us the option to bring up the keyboard, which we're going to do. So, I don't know, let's search for, well, one of the old favourites. Let's search for Ashen's and see what comes up. I'm guessing it's going to be Ashen's. Look at that Ashen stuff. I'm not going to watch his stuff because that would go against the thing. And I was about to show you something else. But for some reason, it's not working when you search. However, I would take us back to the video, back to the start of the video. Don't really want to do that. But yeah, if we go into if we go to home and have a look at a video, you can see you get a little preview there. Sorry, Scott, if I'm infringing on any rights of yours right now. But yeah, you get a little sort of animated preview at a low frame rate, but it gives you a rough idea of what's going on. And every single time it's Scott in front of his backdrop, which is nice. It's quite a stripped back version of YouTube, to be honest. Let's go back into the suggestions. Let's go right to the top where it's stuff that I don't care about. Oh no, latest, that is stuff I care about. Music, Bohemian Rhapsody, that's fine if you want. And in gaming, what have we got? We've got actually some quite good stuff. I do like Peanut Butter Gamer. He's a nice chap, and that seems to be all I'm getting for some reason. And Dorkly, oh god, that's a bit violent. But thankfully it's pixelated, so it's fine. My Virgin Kitchen, lovely chap, Barry Lewis. Yes, this is just what it is. It is quite limited. If you know what you're looking for, then you can just go and, you can just search and stuff like that. And so you can search for... What happens if you search NL? I'm guessing you probably won't get Nintendo Life. No. Because that would be lovely, wouldn't it? But there is a bizarre thing about this. Well, I suppose we can increase contrast, so you can see that. Brilliant. In fact, can you see, you can, turn autoplay, turn app sounds on and off, restricted mode. Can't see anything about captions being automatic. But yeah, so it's pretty basic, but this is the weird thing. And as you can see, I've linked a device already, so I'm going to set something up very briefly, and I'm going to show you a weird thing you can do with the Switch, which might be vaguely useful at some point. I don't know. We'll see. So popping up in the corner now, you should see my phone, basically. So I'm just going to tap on Nintendo Life here, which is where I've got some work stuff. Go into the YouTube app, which I had open, and as you can see, Gaming Explained there. I was hoping, because they've already done a video, that maybe they'd have some clue as to how to get around the HDCP, but there was nothing like that. So anyway, let's go up and have a look at my channel, because it's, the only videos I'm going to be watching on this is Nintendo Life stuff. So as you can see, I'm still on the app. This isn't like, I'm moving around with the controller now, which you might even be able to hear. I do believe that there is a weird quirk about this, but so as you can see, I'm on the app as well. So let's, 13 superb new games, and I'm not actually connected, and there's a terrible ad which I'm going to blur out. Yes, as you can see here, got a Cast 2 Nintendo Switch, which I'm going to do now, and there we go. It sort of treats it a little bit like a Chromecast. It's absolutely bizarre. And, see, we've got top 10 worst Mario games. It's still not my video. I mean, I'm in it, but it's not my video. So let's just load up another one. Let's load up the Diablo 3 review. Just press play, and then that should interrupt. But it's not. So yeah, maybe a couple of teething issues with this. Connected to Nintendo Switch, is it going to do it at all? No, it's still going to, well, this is going well, isn't it? What happens if I press play here? Nope. It's not working. Oh, there we go. I've finally managed to force it through. So a couple of teething problems and an ad that I'm going to blur out. Of course, excellent stuff. And then the video begins. So, yeah, you can control it to a degree. Let's see if we can get it working a little bit better. One more time, give it one more chance. Press play. No, it's still not working well. Oh, well. But that is a thing that you can do. But at the moment, just for some reason, it is not working. I can also have a look down here in control. No, if I click on that, is it going to... Yeah, that goes... So is that... Okay, it's very confusing, but I don't think it's a feature many people are going to need. But even so, it's a thing there if you particularly wanted it. Let's get rid of the let's get rid of my phone screen now for a moment. But yeah, so that is how that's how it all works. It's genuine. It works all right. I mean, it's YouTube at the end of the day. I do like how snappy it is. It is very, very snappy, and all of a sudden it's changed to the video I told it to a good while ago now. I don't know what's going on. I turned my screen off a while ago. But yeah, I do like, if you're just using a controller and stuff like that, it is very snappy, and I enjoy it a lot. Let's stop looking at my face there. And yeah, I'm a fan of this. I don't think I'll use it much, but you know, it's a thing, isn't it? And it works well. Can't really complain at all. Maybe you can, I don't know. But yeah, I do like how snappy it is. I like the decent quality that it pushes through HD really quickly, whilst sometimes on other systems I've had it where it loads at like 480p to begin with, and then eventually gets into HD. So very happy with that. Although it does actually appear that some of the graphics, the YouTube logo in the top left-hand corner, that appears to be 720p. That doesn't appear to be 1080. But that's a very small thing and doesn't really matter. But anyway, that is YouTube on Switch. It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. I'm sure there'll be updates in the future that maybe bring new features, but for the moment, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you load YouTube on that get that subscribe button on Switch? I don't know. I'm not going to be editing this one as much, so I don't have as much time to faff around. And be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.